So I've been trading meme coins for about 6 to 7 months at this point. And when I first started, if I'd had a video like this to watch, I would have saved me over $10,000 and 6 months of my time to where I can actually be a profitable trader. And the main thing that would have sped this up is avoiding these 5 mistakes that I'm going to go over in this video. So the first biggest mistake I made, I didn't know anything about trading, right? So I see everyone, I paid for a calls group to get calls. I paid like $2,000, it's supposed to be $4,000 to get crypto calls. People were just going to tell me what to buy. I was working full time at this point. I was working every day, so I didn't have time to be choosing my own coins, learning about it. I just wanted these quick calls so I could turn the money from my job into quick profit and increase my money that way. So I signed up with this Telegram bot and I started trading. And the problem with the Telegram bot, instead of using a trading platform like AXIOM, is with the Telegram bot, all you get is the chat and you can buy the coin on there, but you can't see the chart. You can't see any of the information like this. You can't see is the dev holding. You can't see the top 10 holders. You can't see what the coin is. You can't click to any of the links very easily. It's on your phone. It's much slower. Everything about it, just trading on your phone as a general rule is a very bad idea. So if you're a new trader, don't trade on your phone. Always be in your setup, at least be on a laptop, and be using a good platform. So I use Axiom. 99% of the best traders all use Axiom. If you want early access to this platform and you want 10% off fees, just click the link in the description. You can also get the platform and get access to all of its great features that I'll be showing in this video. So that is number one. Just don't use a trading bot. Use a trading platform, which you can see here. This is Axiom. We've got all the charts. We can click straight through to the Twitter, everything like that. There's a video on my channel going through the whole platform if you want to know more about the platform. I don't know what that video was. Yeah, if you want to learn about the platform, there's a video on my channel already. So yeah, the second mistake that I made was following calls. So paying for a calls group. If you're working or you haven't got a lot of time and you think, okay, I'm just going to get people that are already good at trading to give me calls, I'm going to follow the calls and make money that way. And it's never going to be as good as finding your own players, and you're not going to learn anything. It's the main thing. So if you're just getting calls, say someone's like, yo, Joe, like, I paid for this group, paid 2K for this group. Someone puts in the chat, you need to buy Smelly Cat, you need to buy Smelly Cat. And I'm like 2 seconds late here. Let's say I'm 2 seconds late. I don't know why the chart looks like this. Let's fix it. I don't know why this is sending actually. Trying to hidden conjure, whatever it is, secret Google cat. This volume could be real. Anyway, if they say, oh, yeah, quick, Smelly Cat's sending in the group chat and you miss it by like 10 seconds, they'll have entered, say, imagine they've entered down at like 46k and then you're entering up at 65k. By the time it's gone up a little bit, they've already made a 2x, they've already sold on your head, and you're like up 50% in this coin. They don't give a fuck about you, they've just given you the call, taking your money, and you haven't learned anything, you don't know why the coin's sending, you don't have any conviction in the coin, you literally don't know shit, you're just buying it and hoping it'll go up with no target in your mind. I'm sure there are some good call groups out there, but if you're new to trading, you're definitely not going to know which groups are good, how to find a good calls group, and then how to actually execute the trades you're getting given effectively. You're just not going to learn anything. Like, you're way better off just learn how to trade yourself, and then you have that skill, and then you don't need to pay anyone for the information. You don't need to rely on anyone else. You can build your own conviction on trades. Let's see. Loopy has just bought this, brilliant. But look, because I'm making this fucking video for you, I'm missing all these plays. But so yeah, that's the second thing. Just slowly teach yourself, find good resources online, and learn about trading instead of trying to choose the easy way out, paying for a calls group, not learning anything, and just losing and gaining money randomly for months on end, like I did at the start. And on the topic of losing and gaining money, you might get into crypto, you're like, oh yeah, I want to make all this money super quick, and you're going to start with a huge amount. So if you make an Axiom account, you'll have this instant trade button here, and this instant trade button is going to get you in a lot of trouble if you're not responsible with how much is in it, and also how much you put in your account. I tend to keep under 20 sol, so if I make over 20 sol, I'll take it out, I'll put it into a cold wallet, that'll just sit there like a savings, and I can't touch it, I can't full port into a play and lose all my money. So when you put money into your trading account, just put a small amount in, and it's going to keep you safe and stop you from losing huge amounts. If you put loads into your trading account, even if you tell yourself you're not going to full port, you might get emotional, you might full port, you might screw yourself over. So it's just a security method. It's just a security method when you're getting used to trading. And then also with the instant buys, I used to have these set to, all you have to just click this and you can change each metric. I used to have 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. Depending on how much money you have, all of this stuff, you can set it to whatever you want. Right now I have it 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, and 1. And when you're starting out, like, you should start this at 0.1 at least, and then 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 like I did, because it's just going to stop you from making massive stupid buys and losing all your money, because at first you're not going to be making money, you're learning. So you want to play with the smallest amount of money possible. Even when I was starting, when I was practicing, I would literally just say in my head, okay, I bought in here, and then I'd see where it would go to, and I'd say, okay, I've sold here. And in my head, I did a good trade, and I didn't have to waste any money, but I was still essentially practicing. So don't practice with money you can't afford to lose. I know that's pretty straightforward, but I didn't listen to that. I was putting thousands and thousands into trades. I was making thousands, I was losing thousands. I wasn't learning anything. It was all just a big mess, right? So you can avoid this. You can get really good at trading by only staking a little bit of money instead of staking. I'd probably put like $10,000 in. I was forgetting. I'd probably like when I would go up $5,000 one month, I'd lose $5,000 and make it back. It'd all be crazy, right? So you can just easily skip this and just play with a few $100s until you're a pretty good trader, and then you can start actually making money. And then from there, if you want to increase your buys, your strategy's working. Just increase your buys slowly over time. So maybe instead of 0.1 sol buys, you go to 0.2 sol buys for the week. And then if that's a profitable week, you go up the next week. And then you don't fucking lose all your money like an idiot. And the next thing, if you were paying attention before when we were on Smelly Cat, I said Lupia, but I don't know how to say his actual name. But this is some guy from Twitter, right? And what these guys will do, they'll have a Telegram, they'll have something like that, they'll have a Discord, or on their Twitter they'll give calls. And by call they'll put the address of this coin. They'll say like, oh, Smelly Cat's going far right now, pump this coin. And they've already bought in with, let's see, he's top 3 holder, so he owns 2% of this coin, which is a ton, right? So he owns a large percentage of the supply of this coin, and then maybe he'll buy in here, then he'll promote to his fans here, they'll all jump into the coin, and then he'll sell on your head. So you don't want to be copy trading or listening to the calls from people with big followings. And if you want to avoid all these wallets, I'll show you real quick. If you want to avoid all of these people that have loads of followings on Twitter, you can see colscan.io shows all of them, shows all the biggest people on Twitter. So you can see this Mr. Frog prick right here with his 123k followers. And then what you can do on AXIOM, which is really nice, is take the wallet address, go to AXIOM, wallet tracker, and then on wallet manager, put the address in. I already have him here, and I have a nice clown emoji. So anytime I see one of these guys with loads of followers and copy traders and everything, I will just show them on my chart on AXIOM with a clown emoji, so I know one of these guys are in, so I can trade around them. Or if I get him before, then it's a good thing. Maybe I'll buy here. If this guy buys in, maybe I'll just sell on his head, and sell on his copy traders. But it's just a good warning. Like, you want to know if these guys have a ton of the supply, and because they're probably going to dump on you at some point. If you watch these guys trade, they usually get into coins super early, and then they dump on all their followers. It's just usually how it goes. So don't listen to these people. They don't have your best interests at heart. They don't want to try and make their followers money. All they're doing is extracting money from their followers. And I don't even know how they get away with it, to be honest, but this is just how it works. And like, there's only a few select people that are actually good, and they probably still extract value from their followers. So just be super careful with who you're following, who you listen to, who you're getting trade advice from. And like I said, just practice as a trader and build your own strategy and your own conviction in the coins that you are buying. And don't listen to anyone else, because they don't have your best interests at heart, do they? So I'm pretty sure that was 4. The last one is don't buy a lot of coins. So you might be super hyped. You might be like, okay, yeah, I've got this cool AXIOM trading platform now. Everything's sick. I've put all these wallets in from Colscan. I'm ready to go. And then you just start buying coins on this new pair section, and you lose all of your soul in one day, and now you're sad and poor. So instead of doing this, you don't want to be buying more than like 5-6 coins a day. Realistically, you want to be waiting and looking for the big size plays, especially early on when you don't know what the fuck's going on. So if we go for yesterday, or the day before yesterday, this coin here, there was a new ChatGPT 4 art thing, and everyone's posting these images, as you'll see what I mean. It's basically take a normal meme. Where's the original account gone? But yeah, you could say it anyway, like this weird art form that ChatGPT generates. There's the Twin Towers blowing up, lovely. Sure, YouTube will love that. But yeah, this blew up recently. So if you've seen this was going viral on Twitter, you could pay attention, and I could see a bunch of my smart wallets and a bunch of the calls were buying into it as well. And you can see here, you'd have seen it blowing up through the day, and you could have been like, okay, I'm gonna buy a little bit here. And on a big enough time frame, it didn't really drop from this point. It maybe dropped a little bit here, and you probably shit yourself and sell because you're new. But even if you bought in here at this dip, say you bought in at 3 mil, it instantly rockets up to 12 mil. You can just take profit here and be happy with a 2x, 3x, 4x, or you can sell your initials. So say it goes up a 2x, you sell 50%, your original investment is out, and then you have the other half of the investment. Say you put 1 sol, it goes up to 2 sol, you sell 1 sol, so now it's a free trade essentially. You have 1 sol still in the trade, and you just let that 1 sol ride. So let's say you bought it and it went to 6 mil, and then it goes all the way to 30 mil, and you've got a clean 10x, but because you sold the initial at 2x, then you've got a nice 5x, so you have 5 extra sol risk free, and then you can just sell it up here. So if you want to ride out a trade, that's completely fine. Just make sure you sell your initials, so there's 0 chance of you losing any money. Otherwise, you'll round trip plays, you'll be sad, you'll be pissed off with yourself. You're like, oh, I wish I just took that 2x, I wish I just did this, did that. So always take some profit early on, take your original investment out at least, and then you can let these big size players ride out. And the aim of the game as a beginner is just find these big narrative plays. Find it when it's at like 3 mil, 5 mil, 10, even 10 mil, because it went up to 20 mil. Find these viral plays. They'll be all over Twitter. It'll be all you can see. When you go on Twitter, you'll just see this coin everywhere. And you want to catch it as early as possible. Get into it. Get out of it. Don't risk. And don't fucking put... Say you have 10 sol. Don't put 10 sol into the play. Put 1 sol into the play. Turn it into 2 or 3 sol. Repeat 7 times a week. You'll have loads of money in no time. Instead of risking everything on one play, losing it all. Then you have to go back to McDonald's for 3 weeks to get some more money to play with. So yeah, those are the top 5 things that are going to save you a bunch of money and a bunch of time. If you need the AXIOM platform, links in the